Hi y'all, there may be some sun glare in this video, however it is what it is, and I'm grateful to be out here communing with nature anyhow. I'm here to discuss the increased YouTube videos that have surfaced, whereas some metaphysical folks are criticizing and verbally attacking other metaphysical folks. I want to express that there are frauds, as we know, in various entities, including in the metaphysical communities. In fact, I made a video last year that was titled, "Some Metaphysical People Are Suspect." So yes, there are frauds and people that are getting over on others and seizing opportunities to rip folks off. That is life, okay? So what we have to do is be responsible as far as researching who we engage with, as far as having them to be paid fees to assist us in our journeys. So it's not always on them to be responsible. We have responsibilities as well as folks going forth and extending our funds to people who we desire to assist us. Now, I'm going to call one person's name in particular because it's on a positive level, and that is Ashura Star Goddess. And some of the things I'm sharing about her is not that I am doing anything that is violating her confidentiality, because she has made YouTube videos to share this information that I'm going to put forth to an audience on a public level, okay? Now, first I want to say that I do not believe that the people who are verbally attacking her have any justified basis for doing so. Yes, their allegations are baseless. I highly suspect that they are insecure and that they are envious of her because she lives in an affluent neighborhood. She drives a Benz. She's easy on the eyes. And many years ago, before she got married, I think she was dating him. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ashura. Anyhow, she's been married for about 12 or 13 years now to the same man that she was dating back in the day. Well, back in the day, many years ago, he asked her to quit her job and that he would take care of her, and she gladly obliged. So I want to go on further to say that some folks are envious of her because she has someone who takes care of her financially and pays all the household bills, and the money that she brings in of her own by doing work for others from a metaphysical standpoint, she uses for her own personal expenses. And she also has a store where she sells things, and she has a couple of Facebook groups that she charges a fee for people to enter. She also has available for those who are not so inclined to join those groups that require fees. She has a free group on Facebook. She also dispenses free information on the regular on YouTube, no charge people, to folks who are not inclined to pay. And some people have complained about her charging for the groups that she does charge for. I mean, how simple is it to, if you're not inclined, don't pay, don't go in there. Why criticize her? Because some folks are inclined to pay to get the information that she offers in those particular groups. And people have given numerous testimonials about how they have benefited from her advice, her recommendations. And she is not one of those kind of people that talks to folks in a manner that coerces. And she is not one of those folks that instructs people to follow her. She has no titles in front of her name like master this or master that. She is a person who is assertive. She's not arrogant. She is sweet in spirit. She's a kind, generous woman. She's not a pushover. She's firm in her beliefs, and she lets that be known. So she is not about having people follow her like in a cult-like status. She shares the information, and she invites you to pay if you don't want to pay. But goddamn, don't go to the group to send her your funds. I mean, really. And criticizing her because you don't like what she teaches, you don't like what she practices. Well, guess what? As I indicated, she has numerous testimonials, and some of them have been posted on her Facebook page to prove that she is not ripping folks off. Folks are delighted to pay her because they get results that please them and take them to places in their journeys that are indeed helpful and aid in where they are headed and want to go. Now, we have responsibilities to do our own research, to do our own investigations, to pursue our own information, because nothing and no one can suitably substitute for your own personal signature style journeys. But it sure is good to get help from people who know what the fuck they're talking about. And she has a track record. She's been doing this since she was a child, okay? And no, we're not always going to agree with everyone. No one's going to always agree with me and vice versa. But I can tell you that she is indeed not out to get over on folks. That is clear and plain to those who are intuitive enough to discern, okay? Now, this is my pendulum, and it's named Transformer. And my pendulums, they never lied to me. And I've already agreed with my pendulum, and I'm going to thank it for the information. Now, if the pendulum swings towards the camera, that is a no. If it swings toward me, that means a yes. So, Transformer, I ask you, is Ashura Star Goddess a fraud? And I'm not sure if I'm holding this where the camera can view it. If not, y'all have to bear with it. Is she a fraud? No, swing to the camera. Yes, swing towards me. And I hope you all can see that swing. I'm holding it at different angles. And some may believe this and some may not. I'm not really tripping about it. I'm doing this because I am guided within to do so. So if you're inclined, cool. If you're not, that's cool too. Because, you know, it is what it is. So it's swinging towards the camera, which means Ashura is not a fraud. So that is evidence. And again, I indicated that my pendulums never lied to me. Now, some of these people who are criticizing the Ashura Star Goddess, I will go out on a limb to say that you have your own insecurities, and some of you envy her because of her financial status. She drives a Benz, she lives in an affluent neighborhood in a gorgeous home. She has 2 lovely children, and she is self-employed, and her husband pays all the household expenses, okay? So I really suspect that you have envy as a result of how she is living her lifestyle. She's happy, she's free, she's satisfied, she has customers who are delighted, she has a plentiful followers. I shouldn't call them followers. She has plenty of subscribers, that's the right word, on YouTube, and her volume of subscribers increases and increases and increases. And even some Christians are on there because, well, actually, they shouldn't be on there according to the good book, their Bible that they claim they follow, because the Bible says you ain't supposed to be up on the Facebook channel where a person is practicing metaphysical exercises. But I guess some of y'all are on there because you really want to learn, and you may turn from your restricted, confined religious postures and come on board with the people who are living where there are no confinements, no being prisoners of your perceptions. So I'm not judging you for how you live your Christian lives, but again, why are y'all on her channel if your Bible teaches otherwise? You're on it because you want to get what she has to offer, because you know she's free. You don't want to admit it publicly, but secretly you know deep down in your heart she's giving up some good information that is indeed freeing and liberating to those so inclined to indulge and to understand and to comprehend and to dig and to seek. Yes, indeed. So, and also she had on one of her videos, she said that if you are an African, you shouldn't even be a Christian. You should know the history behind the African spiritualism, and we're dealing with sacred science, people, because metaphysics is science for those who don't know and those who want to dig further and learn. I'm telling you, ain't nothing like having this freedom. You can cuss when you want, you can fuck when you want to fuck. You don't have to be talking about you a sinner. You don't have to repent for fucking when you feel like getting your groove on and making those booty calls. And if you want to wear your boobies exposed, if you want to twerk and all that, ain't nothing sinful about it. You do what works for you. Be authentic and true to yourself. Whatever your path is, your journey is, follow it. And people that may come on my YouTube channel after viewing this, denying that they envy Ashura Star Goddess, anybody that's verbally attacking her is out of order. It's disgraceful. It is definitely not legit, because she is not a fraud. She is legit. If you don't like her, that is, you know, you're entitled not to like her. But to go on there and bash her because you envy her, because you have your own insecurities, that ain't what's going on. That is on the up and up. And also, some of these folks that are verbally attacking other metaphysical folks, not just Ashura Star Goddess, I would pretty much say without hesitation that if you do daily meditation, your ego would not be ruling you. Your ego would not be your master. Your emotions would not be ruling you. Your emotions would not be dictating to you how to behave. Because when we do daily meditation, which I consider to be vital, we get downloaded into us mechanisms to help us to not feed the beast of ego, not feed the beast of emotionalism, and to rather focus on things that are of splendor, that are beauty, that are advancing the metaphysical movements, that are advancing and helping us to ascend as a people, helping our communities, being generous and giving and receiving and caring and sharing. If you were doing daily meditation, I highly know that you would not be wasting energies criticizing and bashing and verbally attacking someone like a Sure Star Goddess and other legitimate folks. And if you have frauds that you want to expose, that's different. You can call their names to make people aware that they are in fact bogus. If you have valid proof and your allegations are not based on your emotions and your ego tripping and your insecurities, by all means let people know so they won't be getting ripped off. I am on board with that. But this constant bashing, just to be bashing because you are feeding the beast of fear, insecurities, and baseless allegations, you need to stop. And you probably need to apologize to Sure Star Goddess if you know what's good for you. It's in your best interest, because if you keep bashing her unjustifiably, it will not bode well for you. In fact, when I get back to where I need to be situated, I'm going to light a candle for her and summon the ancestors to start doing kick-ass cosmic formations on her behalf and on behalf of others who are being criticized when it's out of order. So expect some cosmic ass whoopings. And if you want to come on my page and criticize me for what I have stated and expressed, then I have a master's degree in shutting motherfuckers down, and I go toe-to-toe easily, readily. It ain't hard at all. And so you might be the same. You might have a mastery in the same thing I do, so we can go toe-to-toe if we're so inclined. I may ignore you. I may respond. But the bottom line is I really don't give a fuck. I don't give measurable fucks, but I may respond if that's how I'm guided within. So I'm letting you know, if you come on there and want to talk about her or talk about what I've said or expressed, at your own risk. That's all I got to say. So thank y'all for listening. Bye now.